The stage is set for a thrilling culmination to the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers as Bafana Bafana will contest their crucial decisive fixtures. Now currently, Hugo Broos' men are tied second in Group C behind log leaders Benin on goal difference alone, meaning it's all to play for. Hello and welcome to Soccer Betting News. I'm your host Deshaj, and joining me in studio today is African football expert Mogale Sathekge.
Thank you so much, Deshaj, for welcoming me, and good day to our listeners likewise.
South Africa will lock horns with Zimbabwe on Friday night at the iconic Moses Mabhida Stadium. Now, the last time these two nations met, Bafana Bafana ran out 3-1 winners against Zimbabwe. Mo, surely our neighbours are going to want to come out all guns blazing.
Yes, that is the most biggest thing that they are looking at, especially if you can look at their current team that they've selected, even from the technical point of view. Roping in Kaitano Tembo to be part of the technical team for this remaining World Cup qualifiers for the Zimbabwean national team, it tells you how much the coach and the nation and the players are taking this game so seriously. But they're in the South African soil. I don't think that Hugo Broos is going to leave no prisoners when it comes to these games. And his players, I think mentally and emotionally and physically, they are more than prepared because they know what is at stake, because we can see a couple of decisions have been undertaken when it comes to this final two games. Like, for instance, not letting Bogazi to go play the Under-20 World Cup because Hugo Broos knows that, it's a do-or-die game for Bafana. So I think we are going to witness a very wonderful and awesome game of football because, we cannot lie. Zimbabwe called their best players. So, we can deep dive into the squad as we continue talking about analyzing this. But, I can say we are going to witness interesting football on Friday between Bafana and Zimbabwe.
Looking at the Bafana Bafana team news, Ozun Apollos has been released to Mamelodi Sundowns, or rather Ikram Rainers, for Evidence Makopa of Orlando Pirates. Mo, what have you made about Makopa's inclusion in the squad?
Injuries are a nightmare. Injuries can hamper and derail success because in terms of the 23 men that Hugo Broos had initially called to the Bafana, Rele had to be released from Du Shabalala because of injury. Now it's Ingram Rainers because of some illness of some sort. And then now they called Makopa. Besides calling Makopa, I could say that Makopa, we know he's been a very great asset to the Bafana team and national team. Let's rally and support him, and let's hope and pray that he will add value like the way he did previously when he was called for Bafana to come and perform his duties. He could have called any player. He could have called Bradley Grobler, he could have called Chogofajo Mabasa, he could have called Ditejani from
TS Galaxy.
Galaxy. There's quite a couple of players in the PSL now that are doing very well. And also abroad, man. Whatever Lodge is doing right now, we can't dismiss that, he could have opted to go for those players, but whoever that he chose to replace the injured players or the ones who had unforeseen event to be released from the camp, let's rally and support them. They are not new to the team. Dudusi Shabalala is, but Makopa, I can say, wow, he was part of the team that played the AFCON in Côte d'Ivoire last year, so he already knows the pros and cons, and he understand the kind of games that they are going to play in the past two games because he has got the experience and he understands what is actually required for them to qualify for the World Cup.
Look, two players that you mentioned just now, in the likes of Tim Nkosi Lodge and Bradley Grobler, are having sensational starts to the season. What do you think they have to do to get the nod?
No, they will get their nod. I saw, the coach, Hugo Broos is not someone. I love the fact that Bafana is doing so well because Hugo Broos is not secretive and he's open-minded. He did mention when people were complaining that why didn't he give Grobler a chance and Mbingo Siloch now? And he was like, look, guys, I have people out there who are actually always checking things up for me. And the man was the man didn't have any pride. It was so easy for him to admit that he's got selection problem or nightmares, because he mentioned that from the players right now that are playing in South Africa and out of the country that represent the national team, according to him, he's got three teams. You get my point? So you need to understand that he only needs to select three. He only needs to select 23 for each and every game that Bafana is going to play. That's stressful enough. There's a whole lot of players that, a pool of players that we want them to be in the Bafana camp, but they are not there. All we have to do is to support him and to rally behind, because even with the national team, there has to be consistency, in terms of the selection of the players and everything, because you can't select this 23 this week. Next week, you select a different one. You won't win important games. So the man is watching each and every player, and believe you in me, he will give them a chance. If you can, I saw somewhere where Dr. Kumalo was speaking with Andile on their podcast, the show, whereby Andile did say to Doctor that Mbule was actually called very early when the qualifiers this year, when he was playing at Sikukuni, to say, I'm giving Hugo Broos went to him and say, I want to give you a chance.
Yeah.
I see potential in you. Mbule was like, I'm not ready. And then Hugo Broos went back now to say, you know what? I'm coming again to say, I'm giving you a chance, and this is your final chance.
Yeah.
And Mbule was like, okay, coach, let me take this chance. And it's working out beautifully for them. You see now the way the national team is being assembled, the players want to be there. The coach has got sort of a relationship with the players and everything. So we can complain and everything, but it's a nightmare. Like, South African players now are based locally and abroad. I mean, they are doing well, bro. Who knows? Pesita, who now is playing somewhere, he has provided assist also, and he's scoring. Ranga Shivaviro looks like he's gonna regain his form in the Saudi league and everything. So, when players start doing that, Ngezana was dropped because of the yellow card. They didn't want to repeat the Teboho Mokoena debacle or story. You get my point? That's why he was not called at all. They got a defender who they can be eligible to use if they get injuries at the back and so forth. So I'm praying that we as the national team give the coach a chance to believe in the players that he has selected. Let's rally behind him. Let's support the technical team. Let's support the boys. We are going to the World Cup.
During the previous international window, Orlando Pirates playmaker Sipho Mbule was selected in that creative hub for Bafana Bafana. Mo, does Sipho Mbule get the nod for you ahead of a fully fit Themba Zwane and maybe Patrick Masongani?
I had a fully fit Themba Zwane. It's arguable, but like I'm saying, he got selected and he's doing the job. But for Sipho Mbule played against Nigeria, he made
Ndidi.
Wilfred Ndidi look like an amateur, like an ordinary player, and he plays in the PSL. So you can't say he's not capable, bro. He's a capable player. He's master chef. He dishes. Always when he's given time to cook, he cooks. And he makes sure that he leaves the food ready and well done, and he's ready to dish. There's an interview where I saw Pirates after the MTN8. They asked him, Master Chef, how do you feel about you contributing to Pirates' first success trophy of the season for the first time? He was like, I'm Sipho Mbule, master chef. I dish. You put me number 8, I will dish. You put me number 10, I will dish. You put me number 6, I will dish. You get my point? We need such kind of players that are always ready to fight for the national team. The boy doesn't choose where he plays, even at Pirates. They play him anywhere they want to play him. He comes in and play. He's there to play. And he's finally seeing the importance of him actually being committed to him, for him being committed to football, which is something that he likes, which is something that he excels with so good. So, look, he deserves to be there. It's not even questionable.
The margin for error in Group C is absolutely zero. A mere 3 points separates the top 4 nations going into this round of fixtures. Mo, do you think Hugo Broos' men will hold their nerve?
Bafana will beat Zimbabwe. They are forced to beat Zimbabwe. This is not a matter of luck. This is not a matter of we will see. They need to prepare to beat the Warriors. They need to prepare to beat Zimbabwe. Whereas Zimbabwe also, I mean, like I said, we will assemble we will look into the guys they called. Muswana is called, Billiard is called, Nakamba is called, Muneti is called. You know, those type of players. Chipezeze is called. I mean, you can see that these guys are actually, you know, they want to win these games and everything. So, like I'm saying, now, but they have a team that, I mean, hey, everybody's called, man. The players that we used to, Teenage Hadebe is called in the Zimbabwean national team. So, they are a full team, you know, that is going to play with Bafana. Bafana is also a full team. All the players that are selected now, we trust, and they've been doing well, and we know they will deliver results. It's a must win for them.
What about the fixture against Rwanda?
2 fixtures, Bafana must just win. We don't want calculators. We don't want to minus goals and points, this nation versus this nation. Bafana must just win their 2 remaining games. Whoever gets number 2, good luck to them in the group. But Bafana must get number 1, the top spot. Case closed.
Well, football fans, you've heard it right here from African football expert Mogale Sathekge calling back-to-back wins for Bafana Bafana. If you haven't already, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And drop us a comment letting us know who you're backing for this weekend. From all of us in studio, thanks and goodbye.
It's a shoe. It's a shooby. It's a shoe, brababa.
For more soccer betting tips and previews, get the latest edition of Soccer Betting News for only 10 Rand at your nearest Hollywood Bets branch or newsagent.